Behind every smile lies a secret. Behind every promise, a trap. Are you ready to uncover the truth? Season 3, Episode 7. Ethan balanced a dangerous game, maintaining his cover while leaking crucial intel to Amara. He led a recruit through a live scam, feeding fabricated scripts under Ola's lieutenant's supervision. Meanwhile, Emma and Mark closed in on a European tech firm supplying phishing tools, and David exposed how scammers manipulate personal data. But as Ethan's credibility grew, so did the suspicion around him. One recruit, Jide, began asking questions. The walls were closing in. Ethan moved through the noisy Lagos market, the crowd buzzing around him as if nothing were wrong. His burner phone buzzed in his pocket. A message from Jide flashed across the screen. "We need to talk." Later. "I'm busy," but inside his thoughts raced. Across the street, a man in mirrored sunglasses raised a phone to his ear. He muttered, "He's getting sloppy." In D.C., Emma and Mark stood in front of a large screen inside the FBI cyber unit, watching footage from the European server facility. Footsteps echoed as agents swept the space. "There's another layer," the cybersecurity expert explained, zooming in on a virtual schematic. "A server inside the server, hidden behind decoys." Mark folded his arms. "It's not just phishing, is it? This is a central node," the tech confirmed. Emma leaned closer. "Central to what?" The screen shifted to rows of communication logs, accounts labeled with code names. One folder stood out. North American targets, prepped and watching. "They're not just communicating," she murmured. "They're monitoring victims in real time." Now working from a counseling center in the U.S., Amara sat with Lenora, a woman whose entire pension had vanished into the hands of a scammer posing as an investment consultant. "They knew everything," Lenora said, her voice hollow. "My daughter's name, my dog's breed. They showed me pictures I never posted anywhere." Amara nodded gently, offering a reassuring presence. "They hacked your phone. They read your emails. You're not crazy." Lenora's eyes filled with disbelief. "But why me?" Amara's jaw tightened. "Because they've stopped seeing people. They see access points, targets. That has to stop." Her phone buzzed, interrupting the moment. She glanced at it quickly. A secure file from Ethan. The message read, "Jide. He's asking too many questions. If I disappear, you'll know why." At a rooftop cafe tucked into the shadows of Lagos, Ethan met with Jide. They sat at opposite ends of a small table, the clatter of dishes and hum of conversation around them. "You're too careful," Jide said, narrowing his eyes. "You teach like someone who's afraid, like someone who's hiding something." Ethan didn't flinch. "That's called experience. Or guilt." Jide leaned in, his voice low and steady. "You want to be loyal? Then stop asking questions that get people killed." Jide blinked, his gaze unwavering. Ethan held his stare, then stood up, leaving without another word. As he reached the stairs, his burner buzzed again, this time from an unknown number. The message was brief. "You're losing control. Get out while you still can." Ethan stared at it for a long moment, his gut tightening. The air felt suddenly colder. Emma and Mark burst into their DC command center, where the cyber team flagged an alert on screen. "The server just activated a silent beacon," the tech said. Emma's eyes widened. "A trace?" "Worse," the tech replied grimly. "It pinged all affiliated accounts. Someone inside the scam network knows we found their hub." Hundreds of connections sparked across a digital map, thousands of eyes suddenly aware. Across the ocean, Ethan's burner rang. He picked it up cautiously. A distorted voice whispered through the line. "They're coming, not just for you, for all of you." Click. Ethan stood frozen, watching the city lights flicker below. The noise of the street felt distant now. There was no safe house, no escape route, no more cover. Just one thought: nowhere to hide. Next on Episode 8, Tipping Point, as Emma and Mark scramble to protect their investigation, a massive leak puts their sources at risk. Amara's public campaign to expose scam networks faces backlash from a coordinated misinformation surge. Meanwhile, Ethan must decide: disappear or risk everything to dismantle the system from within. But betrayal could come from anywhere, even from within. Find out in episode 8, Tipping Point.